Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Freldren. As you can see, I am back in Star Trek Online. Today I'm going to be going over a few things that we just learned for the summer event, that being the ship itself. We got the stats. We also have a giveaway. Now I did miss the first day. I did not see it, so I did not get that. Fortunately, it wasn't something too special. It was a plus 50% boost to experience until you get 25,000 experience. So it basically ended up being like 50,000 experience by the time you've gotten 25. It was only one of those, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. Plus, I do have in my inventory here, I got these from the first contact. I got these from the first contact day event, and you know, these are like way better already. So I'm not really, too sad about missing that. The one that we got today is I'll bring it up here. It's in the promotion tab. I've already claimed it. So it should be down here. Where are you? All right, right here. You got 2 specialization points. Now these are automatically added to your specialization. They don't go to your inventory like sometimes they do, like events. The event ones will go into a box in your inventory. These ones are automatically sent to your specialization tree here. As you see, I am maxed out now. I go through here really quickly. You can see as long as it's up here, I'm maxed out. And today was the final 2 I needed. Well, actually 3. Because I had earned a point earlier today. I hadn't spent it yet. And I got the 2 from here. So I was able to max out. So now whenever I get specialization points, I'll be getting the lithium instead. So that helps me out quite a bit. I mean, I could have just done some grinding and got it, but that's totally fine. It's not a terrible reward to get, or free giveaway item. So, I mean, remember, these are giveaway items. We've already gotten quite a few giveaway items this year. And so I'm not going to complain when they're, not that great, but this one did help me out a little bit. So that's fine. Now I believe we'll get a couple more items. Because, well, no. We'll have one more item tomorrow, which will be Monday. And then the event starts on Tuesday. And they did say, and I'll go on to the webpage here, that they will be giving out items during the event. So I'll go over that here right now. All right, so get ready for Ryza with giveaways. All right, so the glorious days of summer are among us, and we want to celebrate with you every day leading up to the summer event. We'll be giving away an item to you for free in the promos tab of the Zen store. And for the very first time, we'll be doing a giveaway every other day, mostly, during the Lelna Festival. Stay tuned to this blog. We'll update it every day with the current giveaway. Today is the 2 specialization points. So yeah. And you can also, if you want, you can go to either their Instagram or their Blue Sky, because these are new. So if you haven't already followed them on there, go ahead and do that. Yeah, you can see right here, it tells you what it is. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like there. But yeah, so you get a couple ways you can see this. All right, so next we are going to go over the ship, the Gomtuu itself. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. So this is a tier 6 ship. Obviously, any faction must complete the tutorial. Now here's the thing. This is the full name of it. Gomtuu Miracle Worker Science Vessel. And I guess this is from TNG. I believe it was Tin Man was the name of the episode. And it was like Gomtuu was given to it by a Betazoid and the first contact specialist. So yeah. But the fact that this is a Miracle Worker Science Vessel and some of the stats this have, it's pretty good. I mean, well, some of the stats, maybe, but I can already tell this is going to be a big ship. But given the fact that, we got a hull modifier of 1.25, that means it has a decent hull. Again, meaning it's going to be a big ship. Shield modifier of 1, not bad. But here's like one of the main points to this that is kind of unique, because this is a science vessel, and it has 4 forward and 4 aft weapons. Most of the time, it's 3 forward, 3 aft, because science vessels, you get like the extra deflector dish. Even the ones without the extra deflector dish only have 3 forward and 3 aft. So this is pretty important. 3 device slots, which isn't too bad. We have bridge officer stations of 1 commander science / miracle worker, 1 commander tactical or lieutenant commander tactical / temporal ops, 1 lieutenant commander engineering, 1 lieutenant universal, and 1 ensign universal. Okay, so this is heavily towards science. It's got a little bit of tactical DPS, slot wise there. A little bit of engineering. All right, not bad. I can definitely see myself putting a decent build on this from what I've already got on my current ship. All right. Consoles, scales with level. We got 3 for tactical, 3 for engineering, 5 for science. Is a science ship. And then we got that 1 universal, because it is a miracle worker ship. Base turn rate is 7, impulse modifier 0.16, inertia 35. Again, this definitely tells you that this is a big ship that is a very slow turning rate, very low impulse modifier. The inertia is not too bad. I looked earlier, a lot of ships with a similar turn rate and impulse modifier was usually around 50 for inertia. So yeah, not bad. So we got +10 to shield power, engine power, and auxiliary power. Auxiliary and shield is pretty common for a science vessel. Having that +10 for engines is pretty good. All right. Subsystem targeting, sensor analysis. Again, it's a science vessel. We got the universal console evolved. I'll go over that here in a minute. Innovative ship mechanics. That is part of being the miracle worker. This is pretty common on miracle worker ships. They, you use, 3 bridge officer abilities. You got to use 3 of them. It'll be like varied on which ones you have to use, and then an ability will get kicked off. Sometimes it's a shield heal or like an over shield, hull healing. There's one where it shoots a photonic version of your ship at the enemies. So yeah, and then it's got a secondary deflector. So that's pretty good, having a secondary deflector on a science ship that has 4 forward and 4 aft weapons. That is pretty good. I like that so far. The fact that it's really slow, it's gonna be a tanky ship though, maybe. All right. Then we got our Starship Mastery science vessel, enhanced particle generators plus exotic damage, advanced shield systems plus shield HP, enhanced restorative circuitry plus healing, reactive shield technology plus shield regen / hardness. And then we have our Starship trait, external stimuli, which I'll go over here in a minute. Let's go over the console itself. This console was retrieved from the Gomtuu on the strange alien energy and the strange alien energies which flow around it mean it acts differently depending whether it is used as a tactical, science, engineer, or universal console. This console always creates a burst of radiation energy when your ship is damaged enough times. But on this burst, the console exhibits different powers depending on the slot you equip it in. So this is actually kind of a unique thing. We do not have any consoles that are dependent on, well, we have ones that must go into a specific slot, but we also have most universals where it's whatever slot you got, you put it in. Well, this one, its ability, or part of its ability, I should say, it's dependent on what slot you got it in. So that's a new and a unique thing. So that's pretty good. We'll see how this works out. Now, depending on what slot it is in, we've got tactical console. Disable enemy weapons, but it sacrifices auxiliary power for weapon power. So enemies have no weapon power. You have more, but you have less auxiliary. Science console, disable shields, minus your auxiliary plus shield power. Engineering console, enemy shields are disabled, sacrificing auxiliary power for engine power. Now we got the universal one, disabling enemy auxiliary, and then you sacrifice shield and engine power, but you gain auxiliary power. So that's a really different. That they have auxiliary power is what you sacrifice for most of them, except for the universal. That when you actually get auxiliary power, but you're sacrificing two things. Now, below here, there's more stats. It's actually not too bad because it's half and half. So on that shield and engine power loss. So we'll go over that here in a minute. This power has a minute and 20-second cooldown or 2-minute cooldown. Passively evolved also has improved damage resistance that scales upon shield decline. All right. So way I'm seeing this, the one I would probably put it in, and this is based on the builds I create, I'd actually probably put it in the universal console slot because I generally have almost no power in my shields. My engine powers are usually pretty low. Sometimes they're a little higher, depending on what ship I'm in. With this ship, I'd probably have it at a higher level because it's a slower ship. But I generally use a lot of auxiliary power in my builds, not just because I have like abilities that require it, like gravity well, or maybe a console that uses that gets more powerful when I have more auxiliary power, but I have a couple of traits and a console that give me significant boost to defense, offense that require more auxiliary power. So I think that will be great for me. Plus the fact that with the passive on this, where your damage resistances go up, less shields you have. I mean, I already have almost no shields, so I mean, my resistances will go up then already. So all right, tooltip. So yeah, this is the actual stats and stuff. When stacks of damage reach a critical level 7, a 7-kilometer radius pulse deals 12,000 radiation damage. All right. Tactical console. Okay, so yeah, this is what you lose when you use the ability, but it goes into the other system. So 50% of your auxiliary power will either go into your weapons, shield, or engine power, depending on if you're tactical, science, or engine slotted ship, or depending on what slot you have it in, tactical, science, or engineering. All right. And then if you have it in the universal console slot, it's minus 25% to both your shields and engine power, and then you get 50% to your auxiliary power. And these only last for 10 seconds, so it's all right. It's fine. It doesn't need to last very long. I think this is kind of one of those, it happens type abilities, and you benefit from it for a little bit, and you're good to go. Yeah. All right, Starship trait. We have the external stimuli. A part of the alien Gomtuu's operation system, this protective trait is designed to keep potential enemies at a distance and stop their approach. When surrounded by 7 or more enemies, not including mines, torpedoes, and hangar pets, you release a pulse of kinetic energy, which also gives devastating damage to enemies in a 7.5 kilometer radius. And this also impacts their speed and maneuvering for a brief period. This trait is triggered every 45 seconds. There's not a lot of potentiality for this other than, I guess, a lot of TFOs. I think there is a there is a patrol where I think you have probably roughly about 7 enemies. So I'll be able to show that off in that. All right. Tooltip. Okay, so when you release the burst of devastating energy to the 7 or more enemies, you do 7,711.2 kinetic damage, and then a 5-second debuff to the enemies, where they have minus 78 flight speed and 98 flight speed and 97.6 turn rate. So you're going to stop the enemies in their track basically when this happens. I can see this being like, you see that group of 7 enemies or more, you just fly right into them. And you can probably use this as like a starting ability, like gravity weld them all together, fly right into them. This will go off. Yeah, I can see that being a pretty good opening strategy when you first get into battle. All right. Next we got the vanity shields. I'm not going to go over all of them. There's just way too many. I think when I get the ship, I'll try my best to get like all the summer vanity shields. There are quite a few of them. I only have a couple of them. So, and I might show off some of the ones I already have, maybe. So yeah, we'll go over that when I actually get the ship. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really need to go over. Just make sure, once, every day, get on, grab your item from the promotions tab in the Zen store there. And yeah, I'll try my best to get when they come out, I'll do like a little short video. There probably won't be any audio. And the reason why I record at night is because I can't really be loud during the day. So I usually try to do it at night. I'm by myself at home alone right now. So, yeah, usually during the day, TV's on or whatever. And yeah, so it ends up being kind of loud. So I'll probably do is I'll do like an audio list, recording of what the current daily item is, just so guys can get that. But also remember to check the main website to see what's going on. And then we'll also get some more during the event itself, which is pretty good. Again, it says every other day, mostly. I'm thinking maybe during the weekday, maybe, and then not the weekends, probably. We'll see. But yeah, that is it. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, comment, and all that good stuff down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.